Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Normally I do movies, but today I'm going to be doing probably my all-time favorite game from my all-time favorite video game franchise. The first Castlevania game for the NES. I am playing this on the PS5 with the Castlevania collection that you can get off the PlayStation Store. It is also available on the Switch and I presume the Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it's available on all modern consoles. So let's get started. Quick history of Castlevania in a nutshell. If you're not familiar with any of it at all, it revolves around the Belmont family and Count Dracula. Count Dracula reappears every 100 years, and the Belmont family, throughout the generations, has sworn to thwart him when he does appear. So this game features Simon Belmont. You take on the role of Simon Belmont as he fights the Prince of Darkness and all of his minions. If you're a fan of the Universal horror films or the Hammer horror films, this game will be a real treat for you. So you can see Simon starting at the gate there with Castlevania leering in the background, and here we go. I can beat this game pretty routinely, and I'll be showing you my personal strategies for beating this game, as well as some little hints and tips and secrets throughout the game. This is just my personal way of playing the game. There are tons of other ways to do it, but this is my strategies for it. So you want to destroy these little torches here and you start collecting hearts and your whip upgrades. There's the second whip upgrade. Now my whip is at full strength. Hearts are for ammunition in this game, not health. I will show you where you can find health throughout the game. Here's the first secret of the game. You jump over this doorway and it causes that money bag to appear. Unfortunately, I got caught in the door's gravity beam there. I wasn't able to catch it, but there's where you can collect the first secret of the game. I just picked up the holy water. The holy water is one of the most useful weapons in the game, especially if you can get it upgraded to the triple shot. We will need that later on in the game to defeat two of the game's bosses. Here's another secret money bag. Destroy that block. Grab the money bag. Keep moving along, killing these zombies, collecting hearts and money bags. You want to go up the steps here. Collect that money bag. That rosary is absolutely useless because there are no enemies even remotely near you to destroy, but if you do find a rosary, it will kill all the enemies on the screen. So here's where you find your first wall meat. This is what gives you health in the game. Watch out for these bats. Let's go down those steps and you'll start to see the fishmen or the mermen start to appear. Be careful of them, they will shoot fireballs. Here's another secret. You can get another money bag right here. Destroy that block, go down to the bottom, kneel down. It will cause this money bag to appear. After you get it, I just grabbed the stopwatch, which will come in extremely handy during the first level boss. It's actually a pretty cheap way of defeating the boss, but if you're just starting out playing this game, I kind of recommend you get the stopwatch. It will make defeating this boss and the boss of level 2 really easy. That little urn makes you invincible. Normally I would fight the first level boss with that, which is the axe, but since I'm showing you the easiest way of doing it, we will keep the stopwatch. I would get the axe and I would get the double shot, which is right here. But we don't have it. We have the stopwatch. And what you want to do is you want to stop time when you get right here. And it makes that boss very easily. Giant vampire bat is the boss of level 1. And the stopwatch comes in very handy when fighting him. Stopwatch is actually only useful against the first and second level bosses. It does not work on any of the other bosses after that. So that's level 1. Here's our game map. We can see Simon moving on to level 2, which is the clock tower. There's my favorite sub-weapon of the game, which is the cross or the boomerang. Here's another secret. Destroy these blocks, step in the gap, and you will cause a crown to appear worth 2,000 points. Jump and throw your cross right there to kill that bat before it has time to move. You can find the double shot again right here, and what these double shot and triple shot upgrades do is it allows you to throw your sub weapon more than once, as you can see. Now, what I like to do is I like to destroy these candles with my sub weapon, and what that does is it actually causes the double shot and the triple shot to appear after every 10 candles that you destroy with the sub weapon. So you can find your double shot and triple shots very easily if you do this. Just destroy these candles with the sub weapon, and eventually the double shot will appear. I'm being a little reckless here. I'm letting these Medusa heads get me. So there's the triple shot. Now our sub weapon is fully upgraded. This area is a little tricky. You want to time this and not get hit by the Medusa heads, because you will get knocked back into those pits and die. Just keep moving along. You can find some health right here. You can find the stopwatch right here, which will make the boss of level 2, which is Medusa, it affects her the exact same way that it affects affected the giant vampire bat. It freezes her, and it's honestly a pretty cheap way of defeating her, but if you're just starting out playing this game, you probably want to do that. There is another health right here. And here, kneel down. Another health. Now we are at full health again. This part right here you will have to time. And what you want to do is you want to wait for these crushers to go up, and then jump and run under them like that. Stop. Wait for this one to go up. Kneel down. Wait for this one to go up, and then run under it. Being very careful not to touch it, or it will kill you instantly. Let's kill this little ghost. There is a double shot that would ordinarily be found right here, but since I already have the triple shot, it's not in there. But there's a place for you to find the double shot in case you don't have it. Kill these bone pillar dragons here. That beeping noise that just happened was me gaining an extra life. If you gain so many points, you get an extra life. And here we are at the final stretch before we get to the boss of the level. Be very careful not to get hit by the Medusa heads. And here we get to Medusa herself. And since I have the cross and the triple shot, I can just throw my sub weapon, and it takes care of her pretty easily. Again, if you get here with the stopwatch, it will, you can freeze her and dispatch of her very easily with that. I just prefer to use the cross, or the holy water will work very well against her as well. So we're moving on to level 3, which is the outer walls of the castle. This level introduces the hunchbacks, or the flea men, and what you want to do is well, as soon as they hit the ground like that, you want to catch them as soon as they hit the ground. If not, they're kind of difficult to deal with. Here's another one. I skipped the holy water because I want to keep my cross, but if you don't have any sub weapons, the holy water isn't bad at all to have. You can actually get rid of that flea man that was up there at the top left block. As soon as he appears, you can walk back and he will disappear. So you can kind of glitch him out. Get rid of that skeleton. And just keep moving along, collecting hearts. There'll be some birds that appear right here. You can see throwing these crosses all across the screen comes in very handy when taking out enemies. I'm invincible for a few seconds. It's always nice. Here's another secret. Get right here, kneel down. Causes a money bag worth 1,000 points to appear. This you will have to time unless you have the holy water. If you have the holy water, you can just drop it down and it'll kill this skeleton, but unfortunately you have to time this. Moving along, to the next screen. Collect some hearts. Just walk over these Medusa heads. As long as you keep moving, they should just float right under you. Keep moving, do not stop, walk up the steps. You can avoid the Medusa head and the skeleton, and you won't have to deal with any of that. This candle will have the stopwatch. Stopwatch is only effective on regular enemies after level 2. It does not work on the bosses. Careful of these birds. They will cause you to fall backward into a pit and die if you're not very careful with that. And we just keep moving along. Should run into some more birds. You want to hit these as soon as they appear, and they won't even have time to fly and attack you like that. Kill the bird. There should be another skeleton right here. And we are at the final area of the game. Here's the bosses of level 3, which are the mummy twins. You do not want the dagger unless you don't have a sub-weapon. Here is a health, and we are going to, as you can see, they are on either side of the screen, and what I want to do is I just want to throw my sub-weapons, and it will catch them and eventually take them out pretty easily. If you don't have a sub-weapon at all when you get to the mummy twins, what you want to do is you want to get them together to where they're walking in sync with each other and overlapping, and then you can attack them at the same time with your whip. It's a little trickier, but it's the best strategy if you don't have a sub-weapon. So moving along, we are at level 4. Here's where the game's difficulty really gets ramped up a little bit. So you want to jump to this platform, and there'll be a bat that flies right there. Kneel down and take it out. Now what I want to do is, I have the cross, but I want to get the holy water for this boss of this level, which is right there in that candle. And I want to get it upgraded to at least the double shot, but hopefully the triple shot. It will come in very handy in fighting the boss of this level, which is the Frankenstein monster and a hunchback. And I'll show you my strategy for defeating that. I need to get my sub-weapon upgraded. This area is a little tricky because these hunchbacks will start falling from the sky. These birds will drop them down, and you want to hit them as soon as they hit the ground. Don't worry about the birds. They won't attack you, but you definitely want to catch these hunchbacks as soon as they drop. As you can see, they will drop multiple on you. Just keep moving. Turn around if you need to. But definitely take these out as soon as they drop. Extra life, that's good. This game is a little more forgiving than any other NES games because it does have unlimited continues. Oh, that's horrible. But I'll see if I can make do. A random axe sub-weapon appeared. Sometimes that will happen in this game. You will get random things that appear out of nowhere. Some health right there. That's really unfortunate that I lost my holy water because I was going to show you the easiest way to take out the Frankenstein monster. But we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is with the whip. And It'll be really difficult because I've lost a lot of health. As I said though, the difficulty in the game really ramps up in this level. So here is the boss of level 4, which is the Frankenstein monster. Ordinarily, I would have the holy water right here, and I would get to about right here and start dropping holy water on him continuously, and it would stun lock him, and he would not be able to move, and he's very easy to take out. But since I don't have that, we're going to have to do it with the whip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. So hit the hunchback, it will freeze him, and you just want to attack the monster. Okay, one more time, and I'm okay. I died, but hey, we'll try it again. So now I just got to grab everything that I can get without being picky. These skeledragons are a nuisance. Get the health. Get my whip upgraded again. Okay. Let's see if we can kill this thing without taking any damage, and we did. Great. Okay, since we don't have the holy water, we're going to have to try this with the whip again, but we are at full health this time, so you want to hit the hunchback to freeze him, and hopefully it will give you enough time to hit the monster. And we got it. Okay. So, a little more difficult, but can still be done as long as you have a sound strategy. So you have to freeze the hunchback by hitting him and then attack the monster. With the holy water though, that battle is so much easier. Moving on to what I would consider the hardest level in the game, level 5. With the hardest boss of the game, in my opinion, the Grim Reaper. But I'll show you what I do to defeat him. So we already got the holy water. That's great. And I need that holy water to face the Grim Reaper. Hopefully we will not have a random sub-weapon spawn sometime in between now and then, because that makes the Grim Reaper a whole lot easier to deal with if you have the holy water and you have the triple shot. So these skeletons, as you can see, if I move towards them, they will actually move back, but if you move away from them, they will move towards you. And you can use that to your advantage. Found the double shot, that's good. You can use that to your advantage in that if you throw a holy water and move back, they will actually walk on top of the holy water and pretty much destroy themselves. These red skeletons you cannot destroy, all you can do is knock them down. So you just want to knock those down and keep moving. Here's another health. Move along. This will show the first appearance of the Axe Knights, and this Axe Knight right here, you can actually just walk off the screen and get rid of him. Now these Axe Knights take a lot of hits. That first one you can deal with pretty easily, as I showed you. You can just walk him off the screen. What you want to do right here is you want to stand right here, throw a holy water, and walk back. He's just like those skeletons. He will walk towards you if you walk away from him. And pretty easy to deal with. Just keep moving along. Collected the triple shot, that's great. You want to have about 50 to 60 hearts when you fight the boss of this level. You want to have more than you need, which that's plenty. But you want to have way more than you need just in case. So you want to have about 50 to 60 hearts. And we just keep moving along. There's another Axe Knight. Throw a holy water, have him walk on top of it, and it gets rid of him pretty easy. See, there's another example of that random sub-weapon drop. We don't want that. We do not want the stopwatch. Collect some more hearts and avoid these red skeletons. Now this Axe Knight can be a little difficult to deal with. You gotta time this, and use the same strategy though. Throw the holy water at his feet, have him walk on top of it. Look at this skeleton. And we're going to have a bone pillar right here that will start immediately throwing fireballs at us like that. Just take that out as quickly as we can. It dropped a big heart. That's good. Now, if you get this far and you don't have a sub-weapon, the cross is in that candle. And the cross is very useful against the Grim Reaper, but not as useful as the holy water. Here's the last health that you can find in this level. It's right here. I already have enough hearts, so I'm good on hearts. What you want to do right here is this hallway is very difficult. You just want to drop holy water and then back away and let the Axe Knight destroy itself and let the holy water destroy these Medusa heads as well. There'll be another Axe Knight right here. Same thing, throw the holy water. Have it walk on top of the holy water and destroy itself. Avoid these Medusa heads. This hallway is a little bit overrated. People always talk about how difficult it is, but as you can see, I got through it pretty easily. You just have to have the right strategy. Now, what I want to do is, here is the boss of level 5. This is where the Grim Reaper appears. What I want to do is, if I walk to about midways on that platform that I'm standing on, he will appear. As soon as I do that, I'm going to do this. Okay, now he's going to appear right there. I just want to just continuously drop holy water and do not give him a chance to attack me. And as you can see, very, very easy to deal with. If you do not do that, he is very, very difficult. He will throw scythes at you from all sides of the screen, and he will also jump back and forth across the screen and attack you as well. That's the best way to defeat the Grim Reaper, is with the holy water and have the triple shot. You can stun lock him, get rid of him pretty easily. If not, he is definitely a handful. And here we have the last level of the game, which is we are finally going to enter into the castle and get to the throne room. What you want to do is you just want to run under that bat, run over this one, run under this one. Oh, it decided to attack me. It got me, but it's okay. We will get there. No big deal. Same thing. Run under this bat. And that one decided to attack me as well. Normally these bats don't want to move once they come out of their little hiding places. Man, this is weird. Normally these bats don't attack me that much. Normally they move to one spot and stay there. Let's try this again. I'm going to run over this one. Just keep moving. Run under the next one. Hopefully it doesn't stop to attack, and it didn't. That's more, I did that one. That was my mistake there. I'm starting to have a bad game here, and normally I don't have this much trouble. Just keep moving. That is typical. What happened just then is typical. Run over the next one. Run under the next one. Now they're starting to behave the way they normally do. There should be one more, and we just run under that one. That's what normally happens, guys. I'm not sure why they decided to attack me, but it's random. Collect a few hearts and get rid of that skeleton. Throw that axe up there to get rid of that skeleton. There is another sub-weapon up here, which is the dagger right there. And here's where these hunchbacks will start to appear. Get the health right there. You just want to try to get through here without getting killed. If you do take damage, like I just did there, as I said, this game does have unlimited continues, and it comes in handy right here. What I want to do is, since I did take damage and I want to be at full health, I'm just going to jump off and restart. The game will, here on out, restart you right here at the bottom of the staircase, which is the final staircase before we get to Dracula. And what we want to do now is we want to get the cross right there. Okay, we want to get our health, or our whip upgrades. And now we want to get as many hearts as we can and the triple shot before we fight Dracula. Don't try to get that heart. If you do, you might start the boss battle, and I don't want to start it just yet. So don't go past this part of his coffin. What I want to do is I want to just move back over here, go back down the steps, and rinse and repeat this process. Collect hearts, throw my sub-weapon at the candles, and eventually it will cause the triple shot, the double shot, and then the triple shot to appear. This is a little time consuming, it's a little annoying, but it's necessary for my personal strategy for fighting Dracula. Let's just move up and down the steps, rinse and repeat, throw the cross, and eventually I'll get the double shot, which is there. Okay, now I want to get the triple shot. I want to have about 50 to 60 hearts before I fight Dracula. I want to make sure that I have plenty of hearts before I fight him, because I will be using a lot. Okay, so now we're just waiting for the triple shot to appear. Rinse and repeat. Go up and down the steps. Again, a little time consuming, but it's necessary. Okay, so now I got the triple shot. Now I want to get my heart. Now I want to get my heart counter up to where I want it to be, which, like I said, is about 50 hearts should be enough. So let's get it to, let's get to that, and then we will start the boss battle, and I'll show you what I do to defeat Dracula. Dracula does have two forms in this game. He has his normal appearance, and then he has a monster form. I don't personally think that he is as difficult as the Grim Reaper, but if you don't have the holy water to fight the Grim Reapers. Speaking of holy water, that candle has the holy water. Okay, so here's what I do when I fight Dracula. As soon as he appears, I want to throw crosses at his head. As you can see, they will fly across the screen, and they will catch him in the head. This works a lot faster than just whipping his head. Avoid the fireballs. You got to jump and avoid those. And took him out pretty easily. Okay, so once his second form appears, jump and start throwing crosses, and it will do damage and take out his fireballs if you can catch them. Unfortunately, I got hit by that one. One more should do the trick. And there we have it. That's my strategy for defeating Dracula. And we get the final orb of the game. And that is Castlevania for the NES. I hope this little commentary was at least halfway entertaining to you guys, and give you some hints and tips and some good strategies for getting through this game. It is a pretty difficult game, but not, as you can see, not impossible as long as you have the right weapons and a plan of attack. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next review.